for 90 years, we taught about the business of ships, but we ought to be focused on the shipping business. And we established the International Maritime Business major. Ultimately, we will add a master's degree with that, but I'm pleased to introduce the chair of our IMB department, Dr. Bonnie Goker.
A very good afternoon, everybody. This is a very special day for us. Massachusetts Maritime Academy is 123 years old. God knows some of us look the part. As the Admiral pointed out, each department showcases one of its best products today, and it is my privilege to present to you the Honoree of 2014 from the International Maritime Business Program, Matthew J. Durette. Our program is not a century old, it is just a decade old. We started in 2004, graduating our students. Matthew Durette is a graduate of 2004. And upon graduation, he accepted a position as operations coordinator for OMI Marine Services, where he grew to become the manager, managing various fleets over his 3-year tenure, and during which he worked out of both the London and Connecticut offices. Following the sale of OMI in 2007, he served as commercial operations manager for Gemini Tankers out of Stamford, Connecticut, where he managed a fleet of approximately 25 Suezmax vessels. Presently, he works on the chartering desk at Scorpio, USA, currently located in Manhattan. He has previously worked for Scorpio UK London office. In this capacity, he markets, negotiates, and secures business for Scorpio-controlled crude oil tonnage in the Americas, liaising daily with all major oil companies, oil traders, and ship brokers. Further, he manages an internship training program for Scorpio USA, thank God for that, and to note is currently assisted by a 2013 MMA IMB graduate. Away from the office, Matt partakes in CrossFit and trail races, including various Tough Mudder and Spartan races. I have no idea what they mean. He currently resides in the Hudson Valley town of Garrison, New York, with his expecting wife, Kay, and 2-year-old son, Odin. Congratulations, Matt. I present to you at 250 pounds, 6'4", blue eyes, Matthew J. Congratulations.
Can't put a mic in front of a business I not expect to. It's good to be back. Thanks, Bonnie, for that eloquent, glowing introduction. Much appreciated. When I received the email from Bonnie advising that I've been chosen to receive the IMB Alumni Citation in 2014, a number of thoughts quickly ran through my head. Of course, I was honored to be chosen, humbled to be recognized for just doing my job. But most of all, I'm surprised. But most of all, as I'm sure those who knew me while I was here could understand, surprised to have been chosen. See, I guess like many other of us, many other ones, I wasn't exactly a model student or cadet. I spent nearly as much time on ED as I did in the classroom. I missed more classes than I like to admit, and I didn't put nearly enough effort into my maritime experience as I could and should have. With that said, however, the lessons taught here, both in the classroom and the regiment, were not lost on me, but rather just delayed in absorption. Quickly upon entering the workforce, I realized the need for discipline and endurance, the attention to detail, and remaining locked on. These items learned here become part of my mindset both professionally and personally, and have undoubtedly greatly in my professional success thus far. As Bonnie mentioned, I currently hold a chartering position for Scorpio USA, sitting in Manhattan. We're owners and commercial operators for 105 vessels currently, with another 130 new builds on order. The New York chartering desk, it's my responsibility to market and secure business for our tonnage in the American, by American I mean non-cabotage, non-Jones Act international market, primarily Caribbean and South American exports to the Gulf and Gulf exports to Latin America and Europe. I'm confident in stating that without this IMBU program, I would not sit where I do today. My role is a varied one, as Bonnie mentioned. Any given day, I might be analyzing upcoming changes to Mexican government energy policy, or analyzing the U.S. Gulf tonnage list to formulate my take on current and upcoming market levels. I might be running a voyage calculation or analyzing IRR calcs for possible structured long-term projects. I'll surely be marketing my tonnage to customer, giving my best pitch, and negotiating the very best rates. Each of these practices were first formally introduced to me here at Maritime. In our time here, we did not become economists or accountants, actuaries or salesmen, but we became a well-educated jack of all trades. And we left Buzzards Bay with a veritable quiver of skills that enabled us to compete with the most hardened of business school grads. The American tanker market's pretty interesting. I speak to dozens of people daily. Majors, traders, brokers, agents. They come from a hugely varied background. Many are business school grads, many are products of nepotism, for better or worse. But by and large, most of the individuals in the New York and Houston market, in the American tanker market, are products of the Maritime Academy system. They're primarily products of the KP and Scholar, most often having sailed for 3 to 10 years and decided to come ashore and start a shoreside life. My first job, as an aside, at 22 years old, I was hired alongside one of these individuals who was 8 years my senior. He was a product of KP, sailed, and this was his second shoreside job. It wasn't long before he realized that he didn't understand economics, accounting, or negotiation, though he could whip together a hell of a stowage plan. I've succeeded ashore, and he's returned to what he knows at sea. Stories like this can be found throughout the American market. Those who do survive and thrive are forced to overcome a massive learning curve, one that mass maritime IMB grads have overcome while still here in Buzzards Bay. For the program, there will always be hurdles to overcome. KP and Scholar have started to shift focus towards business. They have a deeply established alumni network in New York and Houston, and the grads are less logistically challenged than Mass cadets are, as they're only stone's throw from Manhattan already. However, Mass is the academy that has been running a successful IMB program for a decade. No other school has Charlie North and Bonnie Ghosh, and Mass is the only academy that graduates business-ready cadets. At Scorpio, we have 3 Mass grads in our network, in our office, 94, myself and 04 in 2013. And our own little bit of nepotism, we have and will hold Mass close to our hearts and favor Mass graduates over KP and Scholar. I support you, Scorpio supports you. So long as you continue to produce the best American business cadets, we look forward to continuing that support for years to come. Thank you very much, everyone.